How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Today, I have a handful of hacks and tips that I want to share with you for RVing that have a very common thread throughout it. Something that's not complicated, not difficult, and really inexpensive. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. So to start off, I think we should start inside because it's sunny and sprinkling at the same time, and we got a good one right inside. So this here is our diffuser, and believe it or not, this sits on the countertop all the time. Even when we're driving, this is where it lives. And the reason that we can do that is because of the magnet that is underneath it. So yes, it is movable, but when we have it down there, it has only moved once in thousands of miles of traveling with the RV. That's going to be the common thread through everything, is the miracle of magnets inside the RV and how useful they can be. The only thing that I really should have done different is put two magnets under here, because if you lift it up, you can actually see where it's left marks on the countertop here because it's been able to swivel on that one magnet. But that one magnet has held it here on the countertop. Two magnets would have kept it from swiveling. But what a great use for magnets, because this is something that if we wanted to, we can take it and clean it off in the sink if we wanted to, and then put it right back. So it's not permanently mounted here, but it's mounted in a way that is great for traveling. We don't have to mess with it every time we go to travel. It saves time on setup and teardown, and it makes us use this more because it's already set up and in position. It's not something else that we have to get out to use. So a brilliant way that a magnet just makes RVing that much easier. Quick side note on using a diffuser in the RV. We use this instead of having a candle on the inside of the RV. Much prefer this over a candle. Just one thing to note is that they do add moisture into the air. So not something that you'd want to run all the time. And we do keep an eye on the humidity inside the RV and don't add too much humidity. Just something you would want to be aware of. But using a diffuser inside the RV, we've absolutely loved it. So on to the second one, because you might be saying, I've already seen that one. I shared it a long time ago, but this one I've never shared because when I actually did it, I thought it was a little crazy. This one's magnetizing an access panel. For me, the one that was the biggest pain was to get into the bottom of the multiplex. You have these screws underneath there that you had to get a screwdriver under here to loosen up those screws to be able to get inside the access panel here. What I did is I got rid of those screws and I put two magnets, one on each side. So now this access panel can just drop down, and when I want to put it up, it magnetizes in and drops in. Way easier than dealing with the screws underneath there, and it's been perfect for us. We've never had it accidentally open up or on a travel day have it fall down and open up this bay and find out that it's open. So it's been flawless for us. It's been a great little addition there. The other thing that I've done here is magnets on fans. You might think that's really strange, but when you want to do something that's not permanent, you want to experiment around a little bit, something like this is perfect. So you just stick a magnet on there, and then you can move it around and see what's going to work better. Seeing it on the side of the inverter and blowing that air up, we saw a lot of good results from that. Putting it at the top and having the air blow across the bay to the exhaust on the other side, we also saw some good results there. I also like this type of a fan, so being able to experiment with that has been great. But this fan has definitely moved more air than this fan, been much more productive. So you'll probably see more on that, trying to keep this bay cool while the inverter is working. Now, this one is pretty big and extremely helpful that I keep in this bay, and it's a level. It has a magnet on here, but for me, for RVing, this one is great because it has the ability to light up. So you press the button and it turns on. So when it's not level, it's going to be red. When it is level, it's going to be green, which is great for RVing because it gives you that visual representation when you hit level, when you're not right next to the level. So you don't have to make an adjustment, go and check the bubble, and go back and make another adjustment, come back and check the bubble. Gives you that visual representation that you're getting close to level and then hitting level with the changing of the colors. So it also works for plumb and level. So it works as a normal torpedo level, and that's why it's on the list. It's magnetic. You can use it on metal, and it even helps being able to store it. It takes up less space when you can magnetize it to some of the metal in a bay. I still find this helpful, even though we have auto level on our RV, because we don't lift wheels off the ground when we use auto level. So sometimes that means we either, when we're boondocking, we need to put this on the hitch. And then as we drive, we can see when we're getting close to level or level, or when we're pulling up onto our wedges, I can again have this on the hitch and it's going to let me know when I'm getting close to level. So it gives me the ability to have a pre-level side to side on the RV before we hit auto level. I've seen people bend the leveling systems on their RV by lifting tires off the ground, and something like this helps me not get in a situation where that's going to happen. So links are going to be down in the description to everything that we're talking about. But this Franklin sensor light level is easy to use, easy to level up the RV, and easy on the budget. On to the next one. Here's one that's really simple. It's just taking a magnetic carabiner and putting it on your 7-way connection. These things, when you try and tuck them up in there, keep them from falling on the ground, seems like there's always a way for them just to fall on the ground, get all dirty, and then you have to clean them up. So just taking a little magnetic carabiner, hooking it onto these holes that are already on there. You take this, you magnetize it to your hitch, your pin box. That's not coming off. A gust of wind comes by, you bump it, it's not gonna go falling on the ground. So something so simple, keep that tucked up in there. Don't have to worry about it again. Magnet, great use. Let's move on to the next. Okay, here's one that's not earth-shattering, but really simple, and it's magnetic hooks. You can use these anywhere on the RV, the frame, the hitch, the pin box, something like that, where you need to hang up something to dry. Shoes, rags, put these wherever you need for a temporary hook, and you can hang things out to dry. Next up are magnetic lights. These guys are great for if you're just hanging out outside or if you're working on a project. You don't need somebody to stand there and hold a light for you if you have a magnetic surface around. So this one's like a lantern that you can use outside. This one's extremely inexpensive from Harbor Freight. I use this guy all the time. This one's one that I keep in the truck, and that way you can aim and point the light. I don't know if you can have too many of these. My wife says I have a problem, but I think the only problem I have is I could probably use a few more. So on to the next one. Oh, I almost forgot that tip that we got from Josh of being able to add an electrical metal plate anywhere that you want on the RV. That way, if you wanted to have a light in that area temporarily, just put the plate there and you can do it. But let's go into a bit of a speed round because not all these need a long explanation. They're pretty self-explanatory. The phone magnet mount. Magnet for a hide key. Camera mounts. Then there's magnets for knife storage or repurposing it in the bathroom for nail clippers and tweezers. There's even magnetic spice containers for the kitchen, or a magnetic insulated screen door for the heat or the cold, or putting magnets inside the layers of Reflectex, which works better than Velcro. But one that has worked really well for us that has to be on this list when we're talking about everything magnets for the RV are these magnetic door catches for travel days. I think they look the best and they work amazing. So the way that they work is right now it's deactivated. So I can open and close this door, no problem. I press this button, engage that lever. Now this door is not gonna open at all until I use the magnet. You can hear that magnet catch and then the door opens. So I press that button again so that I don't have to mess with it every time that we wanna open and close that door while we're camping. But when I'm ready to hit the road again, I just press the button to use it. I don't have to go looking for it. It's one of the best solutions, I think, when you have a door that routinely opens during travel days because maybe you have something large or heavy behind it. This is going to do the trick and not be a hassle, as long as you don't lose this guy. I suggest having a couple of those, but definitely has to be on the list. So looking at the list, what else did I miss that should be on it for using magnets inside the RV to make RVing better and easier? Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for today. Leave that comment down below. And if you're looking for any of the things that were in this video, it's gonna be right down in the description and in that first comment. I hope today helped you out. I hope that there was an idea you can grab to make RVing even easier. So as always, if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we'll see you next video. Take care.